Hi guys, this is Gavin, and I'm bringing you the BAMF. And the BAMF is a new model by ArmSoar, and the BAMF stands for Bring a Model and Fly. But anyways, moving on. This is one of two that was sent to me, one of three actually, but two were for me. And one of them is this is the strong version with the spread carbon, and the other one is a CW carbon lighter version. And the difference about this plane is it's small. It's very light and very small and very fast. And it was built right after the Go Mini. If you guys have seen the Go Mini and following the Go Mini and what ArmSoar is bringing to us, the Go Mini was a 1 meter design that was designed to be built very quickly and be an awesome flying plane that anyone could put together and assemble correctly. So Thomas with ArmSoar carried over and made us the BAMF. And the BAMF is the same exact thing, but it's a 1.5 meter total competition ship. Thomas and I talked a while back, and other pilots gave their input, and he asked, what do you want? And we said, this is what we want. We want a monster launching plane. We want really simple to maintain. We want a rugged plane that will, take a beating all weekend long, and it'll just get it done. And that's what he brought us. He brought us the BAMF. Awesome name. But so it is a nose cone plane. So everybody loves the nose cone. And so the nose cone, and then everything is in the bottom. It's all installed in the bottom. I'll get Alex to move up here. Everybody say hi to Alex. But 4 KST X08s in the servo frame. The servo frame, which I'll show you in a minute, comes pre-drilled for the servos. I only put 1 screw on each side of each servo because I didn't think you needed to. That's just me. So then wire goes into all the way through, carbon tube, right into this little slot in the back, comes out, and the horns are right on the side of it. So I had to do some adjustment on this, but to figure it out. But so very, very clean, very simple to install. 4 in the front pod, balances out well, very little nose weight. This one needed a little nose weight, but still came in at around 238. And this is super heavy, 3 layers of carbon. So that is, I mean, the wing is board stiff, feels like a plate of glass. Stainless steel screws. I used metal screws in the tail. The tail is properly sized, string and spring for the tails. And let's think, what else? Let's put this down and I'll show you what comes in the kit. There we go. So this is a wing that's going to a kid in South Carolina. Some of you might know Noah, awesome pilot. So he's gonna get this orange one. And I've got a scale, and just to let you know, I think this is like maybe the 4th plane, 5th plane made, sent to us. I'm gonna put this on there and put it in tear. And we'll turn this around so you guys can see. So you can see the finish on it, tear. This wing weighs 92 grams, 0.6, and it is solid as a rock. To give you a comparison on the size of the wing, it is small. The tip is small. I don't know if you can see my hand, but the tip is small. And to show you how small the tip is, oh, if I don't break Noah's fuse, here's my Concept X5 wing, CX5. So the CX5 is a mid-size wing. I'd say mid-size to not small, but not big, but mid-size. And here's the BAMF wing. If we put the BAMF wing over it, they have a different thing. You can see the Concept sticking out around it all over the place. The BAMF is dwarfed by the Concept. And the Concept's got a little bit smaller tip right at the tip, but the rest of the plane shows almost a 1/4 inch all the way around. So that's how small. We said we wanted like XX light size, but we wanted it to not flutter. And so that's what Tom's gave us. And they don't flutter at all. So at least mine haven't. So moving on, so 96 grams or something like that, really light. Fuselage. Fuselage is incredible. The fit and finish of it is perfect. There's no porosity anywhere. It's smooth as butter. The wing saddle's incredibly nice. They've put metal inserts, so you're not threading into a piece of wood or a piece of plastic. Actual metal inserts, metal screws. Really nice, top notch. The seam on the nose cone, beautiful. Look how clean that seam is. Give it a little twist, and it just pops off. And pre-cut for you. Looks like glass in the carbon right here, but glass up in the nose where it should be, so your antennas don't get shielded out. So the weight on the fuse. Weight on the fuse, let me put a nose cone back on there. Weight on the fuse is that's my fuse. Wrong fuse. That's a heavy fuse. Weight on a normal fuse. 40. Not bad. Still got metal, remember, it's got metal screws in it. Oh, I already wrote it on here. 39.2 without metal screws. So, metal screws in the tail and in the thing. Save a gram, get rid of the metal screws, get aluminum screws, you'll save maybe 2 grams, 1.5 grams. Same glass. My fuses I asked to be heavier, so see if I could break them. Haven't. All right, tails. Let's hit tear. The tail, if it zeroes out. 5.17 for the vertical and 4.9 for the stab. That's pretty respectable. That's 10-gram tails, guys. 10-gram tails, and they're strong. Really strong. So, tails out of the way. You got the size of the tails. Like that. Let's go to the parts kit. I'll show you guys what you get in the parts kit. Thomas has always done a great job giving us a part kit. He always knew what everybody needed, and he hated people having to source their own parts. So let's just dump it all out. There's your looks like G10 fiberglass. 4 X08s, pre-drilled, already drilled. There's your holes for your ballast. You have about a 1/2 inch of play where you can put it in the fuse back and forth. I did put balsa strips on the bottom, glued to the bottom of this, so that I would have more surface to glue to the fuse. Because I'm kind of mean to my fuses, and they kind of pop off. So that normal, everyday bead-on wire, no big deal. Here's your control rods for your ailerons, and here's your 2 control rod tubes that go over there. You can do that before you bend it, of course, to make them where they don't flex. So that's really, really nice. 2 aileron horns right here, carbon. Holes drilled in the bottom of them so the glue sets in super strong, and then pre-drilled for the wire. 2 horns for your tails. One is slotted for your stab, and one is for your rudder. An Allen wrench. How about that, an Allen wrench? Allen wrench. Springs for your tail, for your string and spring. 4 of these little crimps that I'm going to lose. There's 4 of them here somewhere. Well, it should be. Oh, here it is. 4 little crimps. Those are really, really, really nice. Sorry, Noah, I probably just lost those for you. And this piece is the coolest piece I've ever seen. And it is just a piece of carbon, and it has been shaped out for the peg. And this is Thomas's new peg. It's awesome. I usually don't use anybody's blades, but this blade feels really nice. And it's super strong, can't flex it at all. And how this works is, in the end of the wing, right here, you can see that this is shaped just like the tip of the wing. So you knife edge this down, you thin it out just a little bit on the edges so it doesn't make a bump. Slide that into the tip of the wing and epoxy it in with your favorite epoxy. And then I drew a little with a Sharpie marker there, and then bore through it, and then the blade sits in there. So to tear this wingtip off, you'd have to tear this all the way out. Impossible. At least I'm not going to do it. Maybe someone else could, but I doubt it. So there you have it. That's how the blade's going to be installed in these super thin micro wings. But yeah, so that's everything in the parts kit. I think the plane is incredible. I think that it's everything I want it. Chamfered hard points in the wing, chamfered hard points in the tails too, of course. Just like everything that ArmSoar does is top notch. The finish on it is incredible. I think it's only going to get better, which is hard to imagine. I couldn't imagine it getting better than this, but it's going to get better. Bottom has the BAMF logo, kind of like this crazy 70s stripe pattern, but thing. And one more thing, shout out to Spectrum, new IX12. And just to end the video, I just want you to see what it does when it comes on, because it is totally awesome. IX12. Droid-based radio. How awesome is that? Look at that. So everybody's going to want one of these. So yeah, IX12, I got one of the pre-issued ones where we are doing some testing on it, so I didn't get the stickers and I didn't get all the little doodads that go on it, but there it is. There's the first view of the iX12. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks. This is Gavin. Bye.